Hello again, everybody. Shifty Bloke here with my 7th installment in my Kammy Do It Ultimate Team series. And right from the get-go, I come up against this guy called Predators94. And I'd like to say I'm going to try and speak a little slower. I noticed I kind of go blah, 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 blah. That's what it sounds like when I hear it back. So I'm going to try and speak a little slower. Anyway, this guy that I'm playing has an all SBL team, an all Celtic team apart from one right midfielder. And right about the 7th minute, he has to strike from Samaras, which I think the goalkeeper should have scored. Should have saved, I should say. And that is it. He did have a player that got sent off near the end of the game. 2 yellows and then a red, nothing malicious at all. I got about 567 coins, which isn't good. And in my last 4 games I've lost 3. So I decide to change my formation. Decided to go for a 4-3-1-2, just to try and, it's basically a 4-3-3, because in past FIFA games I've preferred to play with 3 strikers or 3 players up front. This is pretty much a 4-3-3 formation, and it allows me to play Jevons as well, who is a goal scoring machine. If you've seen any of the previous episodes, you'll know he's my leading scorer. I then jump into another game and come up against this guy who has a all English team this time. Well, pretty much an all English team. A couple of Irish guys in there as well. And pretty much right from the 7th minute again, I conceded the goal. I managed to score with Vieira heading the ball in, or Juicy as he is otherwise known. Then a mistake by his defender lead to Gamero having this. I don't know what his keeper was doing there. He came out to get the ball, but then he just got confused. He forgot what he was doing. Then, just after half time, he brings down my player inside the box, which leads to a penalty. And I switch to, who do I switch to? Kallstrom, who is the best penalty taker on my team by far. And I drill it straight down the middle, thanks to SimplyFiFa's advice. Then, shortly after, Sanogo get pretty lucky there, and Gamero again manages to score. That's 4-0 now. And again, shortly after, Gamero with a nice little turn inside, goes for the finesse shot, keeper saves it, and Sanogo manages to head it in for 5-0. Then, not too long after that, he does the inevitable thing and rage quits. Seems to always happen when I'm winning, which makes my record look worse than it is. And as you can see, I got disconnected from the EA servers, and I got straight back in after that. And the first thing I did was put Alex McLeish on the trade pile, because I've changed my formation, and it doesn't really affect my chemistry too much. And as you can see, because I got disconnected from the EA servers and because that guy rage quit, Brandau is still injured. Doesn't count as a game played. And I have a couple of players out of contract as well, so I go and buy a bronze pack. And as per usual, I pretty much keep all of my consumables, send like 1 or 2 to the trade pile, and discard most of the players I get. I apply the necessary contracts to the appropriate players, as you see me doing that. And I just checked their morale. And I went out and bought a couple of gold fitness cards for about 250 coins at the time. 200, I got one for 200. The market was very high. Fitness cards never really go cheap. And this guy had a really random team. A couple of La Liga players, and some Premiership players. He's got Cisse as well, and John Anarisa. Just before half time, I managed to get this nice lobbed free ball onto Sanogo, who finishes with the nice little finesse shot to make it 1-0. Then pretty much immediately after that, I concede this goal. Simple little header pretty bad defending there. Then, pretty much after, this is probably the strangest goal you ever see. He goes to pass it out to his defender and just dunts off Sanogo's leg. And he is the easiest goal he'll ever score. And that's how it finishes 2-1. So the new formation seems to be working pretty well for me. Not lost yet with it, but Gamero did pick up an injury and Sanogo is out of contract, so I swapped those two players out for Jevons and another bronze centre forward. And that's going to be the end of this episode. Hope you enjoyed as always. I'll